Hello friends, welcome to Seesaw Space. Today in this video session, we will discuss about how to perform a CRUD operation in ASP.NET Core 7 Web API with MongoDB as a database. So MongoDB as a NoSQL database. And in this video, I will demonstrate how you can create one simple ASP.NET Core project and then connect to MongoDB with your project and then testing the project with Swag and perform some sample testings. So let's start. I open my Visual Studio and here I already create one sample ASP.NET Core Web API project. So here we will perform CRUD operations. So first of all, if MongoDB is not installed in your system, so you can simply download this MongoDB from their official website, MongoDB community server, and then you can install this MongoDB Compass. So you will able to connect your DB with your this to MongoDB Compass. Like I already installed this, and here it is showing the connection string. So simply I connect. So first of all, I will create a one database where we store the information. Like our database name is like student DB, and then click on OK button. It's database name and enter here collection name. It's like here I enter students, then click database. So here database will be created. So now in next step we need to connect this database with our ASP.NET Core application. So we will find the connection string here. Like you can check, it's a localhost 27017. So I copy and then we go to our app setting.json and here I write a connection string that. So here I write connection strings, and then here I write like MongoDB, and then here it's MongoDB, and then slash localhost, and then our uh, database name. It's so student DB. Yeah, this database name student DB. Now in next step we will configure this connection string in our program.cs. So here I go to and setting this connection string. First we set this app setting.json file and call it. So here I like configuration, then it's configuration equal to new configuration builder, the builder, and then dot set base path. It's like app domain dot current 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 domain dot base directory, and then it's add json. Sorry, here not no need to add. It's add json file, and here we add the json file name, and our json file name is this app settings dot json, and then dot build. We align it, and now we're creating one more variable for mongo client, mongo client, is equal to new Mongo client. For Mongo client, we need to install a NuGet package for this. So we will go to NuGet package and install MongoDB NuGet packages. So here we write it's MongoDB. Need to browse searching MongoDB.driver. So we will install this. This will add all the configuration settings for this MongoDB. We need to build this application. Firstly, I comment it. Firstly, we add this driver. Now this will be available. First, I build it. It's building the application. Build is succeeded. So now here we add a Mongo client. It's a Mongo client. So I'm adding a namespace for this. It's using Mongo.driver, and then here we pass the configuration settings. This set showing a connection string, so I'm adding here a connection string for that. It's a configuration dot get connection string, and then here we write this tag name here. It's MongoDB, and then it's builder dot services dot, we add this as a singleton, and then it's Mongo client. So it's a Mongo client. Now this configuration is set it here. This is iMongo client. Now here I am using a repository bed, so I will create a one more interface for all the CRUD operations. So I add one more folder here. It's repositories, and here add classes for that. It's iStudent repository. This repository and click on add. So here create properties for that. It's task like pins object ID, and then like here this getting for create, this taking a one object. So firstly we need to create a one object, one classes for that. So I'm adding one more folder, it's for model, and then adding class for that. Then click on add. So here we add the properties. So first property I added for the object ID. It's object ID. It's like a unique ID for each report, and here we set as bson ID, and then it's bson representation. based on representation, and then it's not an instance. It's based on type dot object dot object ID. And now next property, it's a string, and then it's a name, and then it's string address, and then it's like I'm adding a phone number here. So it's a string, and then it's phone. Now we will add this class into this repository. Student, and yeah, it's interface, so we'll change that interface. And now for data, I'm adding a task, and then student, then it's like a getting method for a get object ID, and object ID, and then it's task for task. We get we will find the list of students, so it's student oh, and then one more task like adding fetching a record by uh, name, like task by name, and here string name, and then one more like adding more for get, and get by uh, student get by this object ID. So I already added. Here I forget the object name, students, and then get. And now task for update task, and here like I'm returning this as bool, then it's update, and here we pass this object ID, and then this student object for updating, and one more task for delete. Now I'm adding one more class for this student repository to inherit that interface. So it's a student repository, and then click on add. Now we will inherit that student repository and implement all the properties here. So I implement that, and firstly I create one Mongo collections for fetching the collection from that students DB. So here I create that, it's a public read only, and it's imongo collection, iMongo collection, and this as a student, and then we're creating constructor that student repository, and then it's iMongo collection, iMongo collections. Here we need to pass iMongo client. It's iMongo client, iMongo client, and then to that client, and then it's where database client dot get database. We get that database name here. It's student db, and then we will get the collection here. It's a database dot get collection, and the collection name is like student. This collection will be automatically created if that will not exist, like previously I created a student, so this will automatically create a collection for student. And now the name of student will fetch the name of that class, so this will create a collection for that. And then it's student is equal to its collection. Now for this task, I write this, change this as a async, and here we write this as a await students dot insert insert one async. We insert that student object here, and then return student dot id, students dot id. Students dot id, I think I missed the change here. It's like change this as a id, and this will return the student id here. Now I'm going for like a get, so remove this, and like where filter is equal to builders with student dot filter. We will filter the student record by their id, so it's like we adding a question here, and like it's x dot id. We will match your id here, and this will match from this object id. So it's where student is equal to where student dot and by their filter dot first or default async, and then we return is a student add here async here. It's a small student here. His node is for sync. Now, uh, we'll get for find the all the report. So I'll add the code for here. It's like where students equal to await await, and it's student dot find. Here we need to find all the record. So here I pass this as true dot to list async, and then return students. Now implement the method for get by name. It's where filter we set firstly filter. It's like builders, and then here I set student dot filter dot business, and then it's setting it here x dot x dot name. So set this by name, and then where students equal to await, and student dot find. This pass this filter dot to list async, and then we return this student. Now we will add the properties for this object update. So where filter, it's like a builders students dot filter dot dot equation, and then we set this as we find the record by their id. We pass this by their id, and then it's where update is equal to builders student dot update, and then like we set the each properties x dot name, and this is set from this student dot this object name. It's a small student dot name, and then it's set x dot, like I'm setting phone number here. It's a student phone, and then set x dot address is set with the address, then where result is equal to await, and it's a students dot update async, update on one sync, and then it's filter filter update is this object, and then return result dot result dot modified count is equal to 1. Like here we return result, like if its updated content is 1, then this will return as a true. Now I'm getting body for this delete. It's where again filter is equal to this. This we find their record by their ID, and then where result it's await student dot delete async, and then we return the result dot deleted count is equal to 1. Deleted count is 1, then this will return a result this as a bull. So I think we need to change it here. So here it's a bull. Sorry for this, I will change this return type here. So this will got change, and this need to be set as ask bull. So set it here. So now this class is completed. So now I am going to this controller and adding one more controller, API controller for that. It's API controller. It's API controller empty, and click on add, and I will change this as a student controller.cs and click on add button. So firstly I will create a object for student repository. It's read only student repository, saying suggestion for that. It's student repository, and then we set this as a dependency injection. So I will create a controller here. It's a student repository, and this then set this object here. Now I am creating a one post method for create. So it's public async task, and it's action result. It's create, and here we pass this student object here, and then we pass this where id, means we will insert the record. Await, it's create, and then return new JSON result. It's id.toString. This decorated as a HTTP post. Now I'm setting one more to HTTP get. Is set the root for here. It's get, and then So ID. So we copy this here, then we change it, and this as get, and here we will pass this string id. It's where student is equal to wait dot student repository and dot get. So we will pass this object id dot parse. Then we return this JSON result. Return this as a JSON result. Sorry for this the student repository. Now getting method for fetch the record by name. So here it's passing the name here, and then it's get by name, and then here I'm passing this name attribute here. It's a string, so simply pass it here, and then return that result as a JSON. Now I'm getting a method for update. So this will change as a post method, and here we pass this id here. It's a HTTP port, so I will set as this for update. So it's update student repository date, and then we pass the object id and our student class. So it's a string id and student object also. Pass this student object here, then now this record will be updated, and then return this. Now I'm setting one more for delete. Delete is the string id, and this will change to http delete an object. This will change, then this will be changed from delete, then we return the result. One more method for finding all the report. So I change it here, this, and this will, like I change this for fetch, and this for get all. There no need to pass anything, so it's dot get all, and then return this result. Now we will add this repository. So interface and classes into this program.cs. In some cases this will be startup. So I will change this here builder dot services dot add transient. We will add this student interface here. It's and then this will mapped with this student repository class. Now code is completed. So we review this. I think this will create a ambiguity error. So I change this one method name. It's get by name. Now we'll run this application, and this will showing a swagger by default. So first we'll do the post. So here I create a one record for this, like it's John Allen, and it's like address is New Delhi, and phone number we will change this, add the phone number here and click on execute button, and this will return object ID for this. So here you can see that the collection is created, and if I refresh, the record is created into this MongoDB database. And now we'll go to another API. So here this will find the record by the object ID. So I enter here object ID here and click on this. This will return the record for that object ID, and then we will search the record by name. It's our name. It's this John Evan, and then enter it here. Then click on execute. This will return the expected name, and this for update. So I enter here object ID, and we will update the name here. Like I will change this as update, and it's Mumbai, and change the number, while number it's also. Click on execute button. This will be updated. So here we can see the result. The record is updated, and now we'll delete the record. Firstly I paste the record. It's fetching all the record, and now this for delete the record. So I copy this object ID and this pass it to here, and then click on execute. So the record will be deleted. So this is the complete process how you can create a CRUD operations in ASP.NET Core Web API with MongoDB as a database. So if you have any questions, any problems, please don't forget to write this on the comment box. I will reply you soon. And if you like my videos, please don't forget to click on subscribe button, and for latest updates also click on notification bell. So thanks for watching. We will meet in next video session.